It's time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news on this late Monday night, July 13th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Top news headlines at 11 o'clock here in the top 3 on this late Monday night. Here at 11 o'clock, here is... In Washington, where in the age of Donald Trump said on Monday, the FBI investigated threats were tweets to the U.S. Republican presidential candidate from the Mexican drug loader escaped. Bernie Sanders, a Vermont senator seeking the Democrat nomination for president, said early in that everything he's telling them may end up being wrong. Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras is faced a tough battle to win support from coalition partners for the third bailout offered by Eurozone leaders. And Noah, Maryland, almost there, up to 9.5 years and 3 billion miles. NASA's New Horizons spacecraft was on course to take the first close-up look at Pluto on Tuesday morning. In Washington, Defense Secretary Ash Carter on Monday issued 2 directives moving the Pentagon closer to allowing transgender men and women to serve openly in the military. 11 years after U.S. forces launched what's widely described as the first American military operation since the Vietnam War, Iraqi forces loyal to the government in Baghdad have begun a long-awaited operation to retake the predominantly Sunni. Report says comprehensive meeting between Iran and the powers will be held at 11 a.m. In Bellevue, La Grande, French police on Monday were hunting armed robbers who escaped after holding up a store in a shopping mall. 23 Russian soldiers killed in military barracks collapse in Omsk, Russia. According to a lawyer representing the family, New York City reached a settlement on Monday with the family of Eric Garner agreeing to pay $5.9 million to resolve the claim over the killing by the police last July in Staten Island. A teen who emerged from the woods in Mazama, Washington earlier today was turned to be the 16-year-old girl who was claimed went missing over the weekend. The Italian sheriff told ABC News. Scott Walker makes it official he is running for president. As the Wisconsin governor is now the 15th Republican contender, he's topping in the polls in Iowa. Denise Sutskins and her boyfriend Aaron Quinn of the victims of the mysterious gone girl kidnapping case in Blair, California, were victimized when the police called their story was a hoax, their attorney said today. Kansas City, Missouri, 3 of the Democratic 2016 presidential rivals were still seeking to find their candidacies found out. Unifying female Monday, bashing Donald Trump. In Singapore, oil prices dipped early on Tuesday as the market waited for an announcement of a nuclear deal between Iran and 6 global powers that could see an easing of sanctions against Tehran and gradual increase in its oil exports. In talks that began ceremony with the Detroit 3 on Monday, United Auto Workers officially are eager to try to help members recover financially from the sacrifices they began making 7 years ago as the Great Recession brought on. Is climate change a serious threat to human health? Simple logic would suggest the answer is yes. A point that the Obama administration is using to build support for the president's effort to make climate change a center piece of his final months in office. In Salt Lake City, Utah, 9% of the U.S. population suffers from type 2 diabetes. What's more, 37% of the adults are at very high risk of developing it. Cancer survivors who are often left unfertile with disease treatment may face unexpected hurdles that later turn into an opportunity to start a family, as study suggests. Take a look at New England's alerts here at 11:05 p.m. A working fire at Weymouth, Massachusetts at 207 Evans Street, OIC reports a fire on a floor 2 of a 2-story dwelling. Companies will be vending the roof. And a motorcycle died after he crashed on the back of another vehicle on the Interstate 93 in Salem, New Hampshire, Monday afternoon. Peter Chell News Time, level 5. Time now for a travel report here. 1:38 here on the westbound side. It's open Jamestown to the Jamestown Bridge here. 24 On the southbound side, it's sold from Freetown to Route 79 Fall River. 140 on the southbound side, it's sold from 195 to Route 6 in the Bedford area. $95 on the southbound side, it's sold for Route 1 in Sharon all the way up to Mechanic Street in Sharon here. 129 on the southbound side, it's sold to Route 20 Randolph to the Braintree split here. Mass parking on the westbound side, it's sold for the Natick stretch. Mass parking on the eastbound side, it's slow for the Austin Brandon tolls all the way out to the Pruitt Tunnel. Mass parking on the westbound side, it is slow through the Boston University sector here. 120 on the southbound side, it's looking good here. 120 on the northbound side, slow through the Redden stretch here. Mass Pike and interchange with 195. It's a little slow. 290 on the eastbound side. It's slow before Route 146. 146 on the southbound side. It is slow after the Mass Pike in Auburn here. 195 on the southbound side. Slow for the Tewksbury stretch. 495 on the northbound side. Slow from 213 and Bethune to Haverhill here. In New Hampshire, 95 on the southbound side. It's slow around Route 101 in Northampton. 293. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow around 293 Manchester, New Hampshire, and 93 on the northbound side. So in the Hooks Toll Plaza here. And the main turnpike stop on the York Toll Plaza, it's a little slow here. Otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this late Monday night here. Subway system, it's looking good on the Conveyor rail. Looking good here. And the ferries are smooth sailing here.